Hello, magical ones. Welcome to the Faerie Witch vlog. I'm the Faerie Witch, and today we're doing a DIY because it's almost Halloween or Dark Fairy Day. So I thought this would be a great day to finally get this DIY done. So we're going to make little witch hats. Very cute, not too difficult, and you don't need, well, depends how elaborate you want to get. It might depend on how much supplies you're going to need. But we've got little witch hats. Very cute. And I'm going to show you how to make some. And this is what you start with. This is what you get. Pretty cool. So why don't you join me, get your supplies together, and let's make witch hats today. Okay, so I've turned the camera so you can see the work table, and so I gotta get my cord plugged in. So what you're gonna need as far as supplies is glue, a hot glue gun with a stick, scissors, the orange plastic road cone, a new black trash bag, or if you want to use these hats in the house, you can also use black fabric. So you could use black pleather, velvet, cotton, felt, whichever. But since I'm going to be using these on my front porch, I want something a little more weatherproof. So I'm going to use the black plastic bag. So first step is we're going to work with the plastic bag. So what you want to do is you want to pick a corner. Probably the bottom of the bag would be a good start. And since I've already cut mine, I'm going to have to show you the alternate way of doing this. But if I was showing you the full bag, you use the bottom corner because they're already sealed together. And you're going to cut out a square. You're going to cut out a square of the bag. You just do it by eye as best you can. And then that way the top corner is going to be the little witch's hat point. Okay. Now since I've already done 3 of these, I've already cut the bottom of the bag and used both those corners. So I have this, I have to continue it. But since I have to cut my own square, this corner is no longer sealed, so I'm going to have to use glue to seal it, and then I have to do the seam as well. So I'll show you as I have to do it. So let me get this cut. So first thing is to cut a square, and you just kind of eyeball, how big you think you're going to need. So generally, I would say I'm going to use this corner here since it's a little more level. I'm going to cut about here. Okay, so this is what I've cut. Now, it might not work. I have to see. It's tall enough, but I don't know if that's going to work. So, let's open it up. Nope, not big enough. Okay, I have one more corner. So let's try it again. Let's see. Whoops. Alright, so let's see here. Let's cut it here. Hopefully this will work. So it's more of a square. And These bags do like to stick together, so you have to really try to break up the friction to get them open. Kind of like those grocery store bags, you know, in the produce department. You know, those clear plastic ones you put your fruit and stuff in. They don't want to open half the time. It's so annoying. These guys do the same thing because they're brand new and they've been stuck together in the box, you know. So you have to kind of find a corner that will open up. Come on. Okay, so I've got it open. So what I want to do is take the bag and pull it over. And I want the point to be at the top. Now, like I say, because I didn't have a sealed corner, because I've already cut them and used them on the other hats, I have to create one. So I've got to glue these together. Okay, so that's where the glue gun comes in. Oops. As always, be very careful when you're working with the glue gun because it's hot. So careful when you're working around kids and pets especially, and you don't want to burn yourself. So be careful. Okay. Alright, so I've made my little point. And you want to pull the bag down so that you can get as tight of a fit as you can. And then I've got to seal this. So ouch. Hot, hot. And you also want to glue the bag to the cone on the inside as well. And I need to do that as well as do the seal. So you got to do two things at once. Go, and I'm just pressing down. Okay. Keep making this seal here. Seam. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Hot, 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 hot. Okay, so the seam is done. Now I need to pull it closer together. Okay, so then I need to glue the bag to the cone. And again, you got to glue it and then pull it tight. And you do that all the way around. Okay, glue gun has run out, so let's switch. Now the white glue doesn't glue as quickly and it could come off. So again, you gotta pull it down, hold it on. If you have clamps or if you want to tie something around it to hold the shape to keep it, you know, keep it on there, you can do that. But it takes longer. Okay, so I went ahead and I glued the whole thing around, and then you just tuck in all the excess bag in here. Now you could just trim it off if you want to, so you don't have to deal with it and you don't have to see it, but it does kind of hide some of the more orange, the cone if you want to. But I could have just trimmed it off with the scissors, but in this case I'm keeping it on, and I have the choice. I can either glue them in or I can just leave them loose, but I kind of want it to fit tighter, so I may just go ahead and glue the corners in. Maybe. Because technically it is in there. So I could just leave it. If I want more of a tighter fit, then I could glue in the inside or just cut off all of this excess. So it's up to you what you want to do. I think for the brevity of the video, I would just leave it as it is. But again, you have your options of what you want to do. Okay, so now we've got that. So now you need to decide what you want to decorate it with. Do you want to use, you can use ribbons, pom-poms, buttons, beads, candy, decorative masking tape, fabric, twine, string, artificial flowers, lace, anything that you want to use, you just kind of choose. And you can do a whole eclectic look. So you could just do a whole bunch of different colors, different patterns, different tools, or you can pick, like, this one here that I did. This one I went with like a red theme. So I did the red artificial flowers and the red tulle, the pink stones, and the red autumn leaves, So you could do that one. Or like this one, I did kind of a green forest theme, but I used green buttons. I've got the green twine, artificial flowers. I've got pieces of bark, and I've used old green curtain material as the sash. So, I mean, you could do a couple of different things to it. So you could do colors. You could use use a black cat theme. You could do a witch's theme. You could do fairies, whatever. So I'm going to grab some things and we'll proceed from there. So I'm going to go ahead and make this witch hat into a little black cat theme. So I've got this little kitty figurine, and I've got some Halloween stickers, which I hope will fit on there, will stay. And then I've got this cute paw print ribbon. So this is going to be the sash. So I'm going to do that first. So I'm going to take my ribbon. I'm going to pick which side of the cone I want to be the back. And so since I've got the seam here, I'm going to use that as the back. And then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to size it up to make sure I've got enough to cover what I want to do. Okay, I'm going to trim it. Okay. Alright, so then next is I'm going to glue it on. So I'm going to glue a little bit on the front, and then I'm going to stick the ribbon on there. Whoops, I got to hold it so it stays on. Okay, make sure it's on there. Yeah. All right, so then I'm going to continue to glue it around. And again, you hold it on. So we've got it going around this bottom. Okay. All right, and then I gotta do the last little bit here. Secure it. Okay. Now do the other side. Okay. All right, and then the last little bit. Put this on. Oops. Okay. So it's not perfectly wrapped around, but that's all right. I don't need it to be perfect. I just want the idea. Yeah. So it's not perfectly, it's not a perfect strip, but it's close enough for me. I'm not going to worry about it. All right. So we have that part accomplished. Now the next thing is I'm going to add my little kitty figurine. And since there is just a little bit of lip, which is good, it gives you the bottom idea of the hat, I'm just going to glue the little kitty onto the front of the hat. Just got to find the right position. So maybe I'll glue it on over here because it's a little bit bigger. So again, hot glue gun on the back and on the feet. And then you glue it to the bottom of the hat. You press it down hard. And hold it for a few minutes. And then I have my kitty attached to the hat. Alright, so then the next thing is I have these Halloween stickers. And so I'm probably just going to use that one or maybe that one, but I'm thinking that one might not stay on. I need one that's more focused. So I'm going to use this Hocus Pocus one. And even though it has sticky on the back because it is a sticker, I'm going to add the hot glue just to make sure it stays on. Because a lot of times the sticky part comes off the plastic bag. So I need to position it right in the middle. Ooh, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Gotta be careful. Okay, so I've glued the sticker onto the front. Alright, it's already trying to come off. Gotta hold it on a few more minutes. Okay, that works. Alright, so I have those two things. Now, it's still kind of plain. So I'm trying to think of what other element do I want to add on. Now, I could continue with the paw prints and just cut up more ribbon and just make like little squares or little circles and glue it all over the top. But I don't know. I'm not sure I want to go with that route. Trying to think, what else do I have that I could use to combine with this? So, let's see what I got. Okay, so I'm decided I'm going to use some little blue buttons. I just think the blue would be good contrast for all the black and white. So I've got a couple different sizes, and different shapes, and so I'm going to use these guys. And I think I'm just going to wrap them, put the buttons maybe around the top. Maybe. I think it would work. Something different. Be bold, right? Be bold or go home. So let's see. Let's do this. Let's put the big one on the back. Gotta hold it on there. Be careful the hot glue doesn't come through the buttonholes and burn you. Okay. Let's do this side. Whoop, 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 whoop. Don't slip, don't slip. Don't burn it. There we go. Okay. And then the last one here is going to go on the other side. I kind of did the two bigger ones in the front and the back and the two little guys on the sides just to kind of balance it a little. Okay. So we have buttons around the top. Alright. So I think that's cute. I think that works. It still looks a little plain to me. I'm not sure what else I could do. Decisions here. Trying to think, what else can I add to it? I really don't have all that much. But I do have this black lace. I do have some black lace, which is really pretty. And I suppose I could cut off a little panel of it and glue that on. Of course, it's black on black, so it is kind of hard to see. I do have some other fabric, but I don't think that would look good on this one. I don't know. Let me get back to you here. Okay, so I've just decided I'm going to leave it as it is. I think it's good enough. I think it's cute, and maybe if I get some more supplies later, I may decide to add more to it. But at least it gives you the general idea of what the project is and how you can do it. So again, you know, I've got different ones here, different models, different styles, different, you know, things I decided to do. So we've got the three. To see, I have a fourth one I will also show you. So again, this is a simple little witch project that you can have some fun with, do with your kids, you know, at any age, and just, you know, just enjoy it. You can also make Christmas trees out of these too. It would be great. I may do a video of that later. So anyway, but this is my little witch hats. So let me grab the fourth one and we'll show you the full collection. So this is the fourth one. So I'm going to show you this one. I used the Maleficent fabric as the sash. I have some beads that I glued on to the top and around. I've used this styrofoam dollar store pumpkin. So I kind of went with the purple Maleficent theme on that one. And again, I've showed you the red one already with the artificial flowers and the beads and the leaves. We've got the kitty one. Then we've got this garden one, and I used the green buttons and green twine. So again, these, they're fun. They're not too elaborate unless you want to really go crazy, which you can do, and I normally do that, but this time I'm lack of supplies. I have to kind of dial it back. But simple supply, item makes a great project. So I hope you found that this was inspirational and fun for you. I thank you so much for tuning in, for watching. Please subscribe to the channel so you can catch all the new stuff coming up, because you never know when I'm going to post something, and you never know what you're going to get. That's whole part of it. And happy Halloween, happy Dark Fairy Day. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fairy day, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.